We're asked to find the sum of the first 17 terms of the arithmetic series from the given information. We are given a sub 4 equals 19 and a sub 12 equals 67. Looking at the formula for the partial sum s sub n, notice how we'll have to find a sub n, or in our case the 17th term. So before we find the sum, we need to work on determining the general formula for a sub n, where a sub n equals a sub 1 plus the quantity n minus 1 times d. And we are given that a sub 4 equals 19 and a sub 12 equals 67. Well, notice to find the common difference d, we need the first term a sub 1, which we don't have. So what we can do, though, is temporarily pretend that a sub 4 is a sub 1. And since 4 minus 3 is 1, we can also pretend that a sub 12 is a sub 12 minus 3, which is a sub 9. So using these values, we can now substitute 67 for a sub n, 19 for a sub 1, and 9 for n to determine the common difference d. So let's go ahead and do that. This will give us the equation 67 equals 19 plus the quantity n minus 1 times d, where n is 9 because we used a sub 9 on the left, and 9 minus 1 is 8, giving us 8 times d. And now we can solve the equation for d. The next step is subtract 19 on both sides. Simplifying, this gives us 48 equals 8d. To solve for d, we divide both sides by 8. Simplifying, we have d equals 6. Now we're done using these pretend values for a sub 1 and a sub 9. We now know d is 6. Since we know d is 6, we now know that a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus the quantity n minus 1 times 6. And now we can determine a sub 1 using either a sub 4 or a sub 12. Let's go ahead and use a sub 4. So we'll substitute 19 for a sub n and 4 for n. This gives us 19 equals a sub 1 plus the quantity n minus 1 times 6, where n is 4, which gives us 3 times 6, giving us 19 equals a sub 1 plus 18. Subtracting 18 on both sides, a sub 1 is equal to 1. So now we know a sub 1 is equal to 1, and we can also determine the formula for a sub n. So we know a sub 1 is equal to 1, which means the formula for a sub n is a sub n equals a sub 1, which is 1, plus the quantity n minus 1 times 6. Let's go ahead and simplify this, which gives us a sub n equals 1 plus, distributing 6, we have 6 times n, which is 6n, and then plus negative 6, or just minus 6, which gives us a sub n equals 6n minus 5. And now that we have the formula for a sub n, we can finally determine the 17th term, and then we can determine the sum of the first 17 terms. A sub 17 is equal to 6 times 17 minus 5. A sub 17 is equal to 6 times 17 is equal to 102. 102 minus 5 is equal to 97. So now we also know that a sub 17 is equal to 97. And now we have all information we need in order to determine the sum of the first 17 terms. S sub n, the sum of the first n terms of an arithmetic series, is equal to n divided by 2 times the quantity a sub 1 plus a sub n. And we're looking for s sub 17, the sum of the first 17 terms of the arithmetic series, which is equal to n, which is 17, divided by 2, times the quantity a sub 1 plus a sub 17, which is 1 plus 97, which gives us 17 divided by 2 times 98. 2 and 98 share a common factor of 2. There's 1, 2, and 2, and 49 2s and 98, which gives us 17 times 49, which is equal to 833. So the sum of the first 17 terms of the given arithmetic series is 833. I hope you found this helpful.